Okay guys, as you can see, this is my Chihuahua Moose, and she is dressed up today. And there's only one reason that Moose would dress up, and that's if she received some packages from Astro-Physics. So let's see what she got. Alright, so let's see what might be in this long box. Might give us a clue as to what I got. Okay, that looks like a counterweight shaft. This must be my Mach2 mount that I had on order. Let me stick that. So they have that inside of a tube, so that's nice. That keeps it protected from the outer box. Stick that in there temporarily. Careful I don't cut myself. And then this is the bottom end of the counterweight shaft. There you have it. Okay guys, I've removed most of the peanuts. Let's see what we are getting here. Okay. A cable, a serial 15-foot straight through serial cable, part number in case anybody wants to know. Let's see, your right ascension and deck cables, and there's the part number for that. And this is your power cables, the power pole connectors. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I know what this is. Those are Allen wrenches. They always give you that with every mount. Ball end, 12-piece Bondus. And Bondus are the best. They're excellent. I was a tool and die guy. We had to take a die apart, and I don't know what size it was, 5/16, 3/8. I literally twisted. I took like a 2-foot long pipe to break free a hex bolt and literally twisted it. Never broke. These are very good quality. Wouldn't expect anything less from Astro-Physics. So I do recommend Bondus. And what do we have here? Oh, this looks like some miscellaneous, don't know. Oh, okay. I do remember reading they give you a thumb drive with the manuals and software, some Velcro strips. Oh, and caps. I think these are for the CP5. Yes. So they give you this cap set. And very windy out here today, guys, as you can hear. I live out in the country, and beautiful day today. Okay, some kind of a knob. Let's see what that's for. And let's see. Okay, this is for the counterweight shaft. The all-important counterweight stop. If something slips, you don't want them falling on the ground. There's that. And let me see if I can get this. Oh, okay, these are the knobs for the tripod to attach, like to the Eagle. Should be 3 of them in here. And I've got a bunch of these. These are very nice. Really nice. And the last few items that were in there, I've already opened, are the power supply. We'll take a look at that closer later. So they do give you a power supply. Here's that part number. And the CP5, which is new for the Mach 2. And this particular, it says CP5-0082. I'm going to assume that's the 82nd CP5 that Astro-Physics has shipped out. And here we have the manuals. Let's take a look. This one is dated August 2020, current to August 2020. And then this is the August 2020 to the CP5. Alright guys, I've saved box 1, the best for last. Now what I did here is, this, as I open things up, I like to write, 111, so when I put this back together, I know the orientation of the packing material. So let's pull this out of here. As you can see, this is very substantial. I forget the name of this stuff that they use. Very dense, very nice shock absorbing material. And here you see the mount as it's packaged inside. Very nicely done, very well protected. Astro-Physics does a beautiful job of packing their expensive equipment. Alright, so here you see the heavy, very heavy plastic bag they put all their mounts in. Okay, they got a couple loose pieces here for extra protection. Take those off. Get an idea of the orientation. And I'm going to mark the box here, what's what, so I know what went where. But as we're viewing it here, you have your right ascension axis here. Here's the base that would sit into your tripod or flat surface adapter. And then this is your declination axis right here. They got it flipped down, so this would flip up. This is down with the base as you see it here. Alright guys, so now here's the Mach 2 sitting on top of my Eagle tripod. And I thought I'd give you just a little bit of information here. I got on the list for this Mach 2 on the very first day in which it came out, which was Thursday, April 4th, 2019. And then I received it today, Tuesday, November 10, 2020. So that's 587 days, or 1 year, 7 months, and 7 days on the when I got on the wait list. Now, this particular unit that I ordered, the Mach 2, I got this with the extended temp absolute encoders, which they designate as the Mach2GTO-L. Now the cost of this mount was, at today's rate, I paid $9,280. It was $240 extra for shipping and insurance, for a total of $9,520. I decided to get the extended temp absolute encoders because they were only $300 more. So I thought, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, another $300 was nothing. So that's why I got it with the extended temp. I just figured it was a no-brainer. Okay guys, as you can see, this is serial number M20082, and again the CP5 had 82, so I'm assuming this is the 82nd Mach 2 that was put out. Okay guys, something I really thought was interesting that I saw right away here was on the counterweight, where the counterweight shaft goes in. Okay, on your deck axis, they've got a stainless steel threaded insert. Now, I've never had a problem stripping it, but this will definitely assure that it will not get stripped. And especially for something like this, a small little mount, which is supposed to be portable. If you're using this a lot in and out, screwing on the counterweight shaft, this just allows or ensures that you won't have it stripped against the aluminum. So I noticed that right away. Very nice touch, Astro-Physics. Really like that. Alright, here you see that. Those are one of the three knobs that you get to attach it to your flat surface adapter, or in my case, the Eagle tripod. It is the quarter 20 machine knob kit. It's the M1485KB-KIT. Alright, you see their level that they give you on the base of the Mach 2. And in the rear, you see the adjuster for the azimuth when you're setting up your polar axis. This is like a push-pull thing so that you can get this turned in azimuth. Very nice. I'm going to be doing another video sometime with a lot of the different features, but here's something that I'll show real quick that I thought was somewhat unique, and I think it's because of the internal cabling. It's permanent, and you can't take it apart. It actually says on here, do not separate axis, but I'll show you this. It will not rotate 360. Okay, there's a dead stop right there. And it stops there. Another thing, it's showing you where the front is, right here, pointing to the front. So that would, when it's a setting like this, obviously, you put your saddle plate, your telescope would be pointing in that direction. Now here's something else. This counterweight shaft, you'll see it's got a nice lead in here that's not threaded. Then the threads are. Then it goes into the threads. This allows those threads to be guided so that it doesn't tip when you're starting it. This will keep you lined up, and I'll show you. So you stick that in there. See how it can't tip? I've never really had a problem, but this is really nice. So you just stick it in there. It automatically keeps you, you know, in the direction you want to be, and then just turn it on. That's a really nice feature right there. I wonder if that'll be implemented in the other mounts sometime, but that is very sweet right there. And it's got that nylon material so that it doesn't stick. That way when you want to rotate it off, it doesn't stick. So that little knob that I got, that I wasn't sure, they call that a Tommy knob, T-O-M-M-Y, and that's to help rotate that knob for your adjustment in altitude when getting your right ascension axis set to the north. Well guys, one thing I'm going to have to do is relocate my CP5. I had it to the side, which was fine when I had my Mach 1. I'm going to have to move it to the extreme rear, right behind the rear of the Mach 2, so that the cables can go directly into it. They just aren't going to reach. So they've got to go in. And as you saw earlier when I showed it, you've got your RA and deck axis, each label, and on your CP5, you have it marked RA and deck. So as you can see, it would be something like this then. The RA and the deck, separate cables, to the appropriate connectors on the shaft. So I'll just mount the one that came with it right here. Probably take the other two off, then I won't need those located. Well guys, I will do a more in-depth look at that Mach 2, but for right now, that will do that. And I had my 1600 set up last night for the early morning use with my 130, so I just thought I would show the difference there while I have it set up. Little Moose says she highly recommends Astro-Physics equipment, and she hopes you enjoyed this video she did.